Yes, you are perfectly correct. This is a cell phone. More specifically, this is one of the cell phones I use, or have used. I use Google Voice a lot. And I use it because I can transfer the calls between phones, and I can just change the phone number at a drop of a hat. For example, if I want my Google Voice number to point to this cell phone, I can. If I wanted to point it to another cell phone, I could. Or if I wanted to point to a house phone, I could. I can just change where it's aimed at the drop of a hat. That's why I like it. The other thing, I like the fact it catches all the spam calls and the junk email, so the junk text messages and so on. But there's a problem, a major problem. And I discovered that yesterday. Google is censoring my texts. I sent a text message to a friend yesterday, and it said, "I'm sorry, I can't send that message." Why not? Well, it wasn't a rude message. I was certainly gossiping, but it wasn't a rude message. And the only thing that I could work out was that it objected to my question as to whether somebody was a swinger or not. And as soon as I took the word swinger out, it went through. So, and Google is clearly censoring my text messages, my SMSs. And for a company that's playing at being a telecommunications company, playing at doing telecommunications, that it sounds like an FCC violation. And I am not very happy about that. And this brings up the other elephant in the room. If the tech companies are censoring my text messages, and already I noticed some of my text messages take several hours to arrive. If they're censoring my text messages, are they also changing the content? If I said something naughty that they didn't like, for example, if I questioned why the Epstein client list had not been released to the public and the clients charged with pedophilia, then might it then change it to approving of the list not being published? And no, this is really, 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 really bad. And the possibilities for misuse are infinite. And all these politicians sending out text messages in the run-up to the election, how many of those were actually delivered? How many of them were edited en route? How many were misused? How many were deliberately delayed? I know when I was receiving text messages about the last election that I was still receiving text messages promoting various candidates several days after the election had concluded. And that made no sense whatsoever. So something fraudulent is going on somewhere, and I think I've just uncovered the dirty tip. And if Google is doing this, what are the other tech companies doing? What are the other tech bros doing? Because they're going to be up to something. They're not going to be doing good things for you. They're going to be doing bad things. You can bet your bottom dollar. That is a wake-up call. You cannot trust text messages sent through Google Voice. You cannot trust Google Voice. You cannot trust Google. I'm sorry, they've shit in their own front yard now.